Hey, all you Zealots and Zerglings, it's time for another 1 versus 1 with the Mad Hive. We are on Metalopolis today, a classic map which I like, and we have Spartan in yet another 1v1 spawning as the blue Protoss, going against the red Zerg, Gonzalo. They are spawned close by air, a very interesting setup because there's a lot. You could do some drop play, you could do air harassment, all sorts of interesting things. Ground takes a little bit longer to move across, and since you got to move across these ledges, it could be a lot easier to spot and do weird, bizarre things against. And it looks like Gonzalo is going to do an early scout. There's not going to be anyone close by ground, so he's got to be feeling good about that. Zerg do not like to be close by ground, because as a race that just needs to macro up and can't wall off, any early pressure just sucks. I mean, oh, just terrible. So he's going to soon scout that Spartan is here. Now, is he going to do the trick where he pull an Overlord back right away? This isn't really that high level of play. I'm not even sure I would do this, but a lot of times you wait until just when you see the Nexus, and then you pull back so that your opponent does not know that you're there and still has to finish his scouting. And it looks like Spartan has just begun his scouting. He's going to find that little drone there. They're just going to wave to each other and move on. We check production. We do have the spawning pool going down already pretty early. Is this another 10 pool? I think we saw 10 pool last game too. So definitely going for some early pool play here. Will he capitalize on it, or is this just a safety measure, or is this just what his build is to get an early spawning pool? Looks like Spartan is going to be trying to wall off his ramp. Got Pylon in pretty good position. I assume he's going to put his cybernetics core here, making sure he still has room to squeeze out there. He doesn't want to completely wall himself in unless he's definitely going for some heavy air play, which is going to be hard to do off of one base, unless he's going to win it with just a couple of Void Rays. And what's going on here? Ooh, sneaking out a proxy pylon. Does he know where his opponent is yet? He does not. He's not yet scouted. Did he... He hasn't even scouted up there yet. No, this is all he scouted. He scouted this base, and then he's gone around here. He does not know which... Unless he saw that Overlord, he does not know where his opponent is. Maybe he did see the Overlord, and so he knows that... He knows what's going on here. I don't know if that's the best place to put the proxy pylon. A really good place to put it is right here. Until Gonzalo takes his third, he may not scout it, and then you can just reinforce right here. You can hit his natural, assuming he was expanding, but it looks like we're going to once again be seeing some one-base Zerg play, which, oh, not a fun thing to do against a Protoss, especially when you supply block yourself, which is going to put him way behind. And we check the income. He's also behind in the Harvesters. Not a good place for this Zergy Zerg to be. And this is the second game in a row we've seen the Zerg ninja an expansion on the opposite end of the map. Well, actually, this is the opposite corner. The other one was just the opposite end. This is the opposite corner. Why would he do this? And we even have this probe here. If this probe actually went up there and scouted, I don't know what the probe is doing here. Then he's going to see this, and he could shut it down easily. We are getting some early Zerglings out, so he is actually going to get out an army, unlike the last game we saw Spartan 1v1, in which the Zerg decided to get pool, double gas, Roach Warren, and a lair before building any army whatsoever. But you can watch that game if you want to see what happened. And I don't get this. Why do we need these trick expansions? I suppose it can pay off, but it just puts you... There's so many ways it can put you at a disadvantage. You can easily defend it if it is scouted. You really can't transfer your drones there. You risk them getting spotted or sniped at worst. And all your units that you're building are coming in from two different spots, which means your army could just not be at full strength. So I don't understand this. If you want to at least get your natural before you start getting funny with expansions, I'm just not getting this. Looks like Spartan is not going to go for an expansion himself yet. But if you were seeing what his opponent were up to, which he has not even seen the thing one of his opponent yet, he might think it might be okay to expand right now. There's just Lings out. He can get enough Zealots out to defend himself against any sort of Ling pressure, although he looks like he's going to start getting some Stalkers out. I don't know if I like this. If you were expecting early Roaches, which, okay, yeah, there is a Roach Warren going down right now, but he doesn't know that. if you're expecting roaches, yeah, maybe get some stalkers out. But right now, Zealot Sentry is probably going to be the best for him. Get that pylon out there. It might be best to start it here so we can kind of start a wall up here. It's amazing the way that Protoss do this on this map. This huge area here, and they managed to figure out how to make it really difficult for a Zerg to do anything about it. I mean, you get like pylon here, forge, some gateways, and you just kind of butt them up right against your nexus. You close off this door, maybe even throw a pylon here, and just completely shut down any traversal through here. But I'm really not expecting much pressure from Gonzalo right now. He is just happy to supply block himself again, it looks like. So I don't know. I'm not sure what build Gonzalo's going for either. He's not built any roaches yet, so why did he get the roach warren? Just don't know. And getting an infestation pit. Whoa! And getting a Hydralisk instead. Oh my goodness! If he does not get these two gas right now, I don't know what he's doing. He's going Hydralisk and either Infestors or Hive Tech. Either course is going to require tremendous amounts of gas, of which he does not have. Especially now that he's building 5 roaches. There just went a bunch of gas right there. I mean, not a ton of gas, but he's going in. He's either going Hydralisk Infestor or Hydralisk Hive on 2 gas. No, and undersaturated at that. He's not even got the minerals to support what he's doing right now. Way, way undersaturated. He needs a queen here. He needs to be injecting larvae. He needs to be making a ton of drones, which he is getting 6 drones right now. And Spartan does have an expansion up right now. Definitely should be getting a little more buildings here, because if there's some surge of lings, it could do a lot of damage. Is he just getting warp gates, or did he just finish a gateway and just transformed it? We're just going to assume that that was a new gateway and that he already had warp gates. I wasn't paying attention. And getting some creep spread out here. I like this. Oh, and he did spot the pylon, but okay, big win there, but where's his creep going? It's going in the wrong direction. Maybe he's trying to connect to his expansion, but I guess that's an okay plan. But guess what? If you'd put your expansion a little closer, you wouldn't have to do that. I mean, if you put it here, even if you put it here, it's a lot less likely that Spartan is going to actually scout this, but he may want to take this expansion himself. It'd probably be a little while before he did that, unless he wants to do something crazy like Ninja and Expansion on the other side of the map. But now we did get a Queen out there, not injecting larva. Queen is got 50 energy. That is unacceptable. And his other Queen. What? Wait. What? Wait, what? Okay. Second there, I thought he took his first Queen and walked her across. Okay, there she is. Whew. For a second there, I thought he took his first Queen and actually walked it all the way across the map to his expansion. But this Queen has got 92 energy. Unacceptable. He is not getting any larva injects. And look at all this. Well, they're both building up quite a bit of resources. I mean, Spartan could be getting all sorts of. He doesn't have a lot of gas right now. He is fully saturated on that, but he needs to get these gas up because he's building up way too many minerals. He could have a much bigger army right now if he was building up. Thank you. Get them both. Get the other gas. There you go. And keep pumping out those probes. He is still pumping out probes there. Is he still pumping out probes here? Yes, he is. Although he really could. Oh, he's going to shoot it. Ooh, almost killed that Overlord. He is going to still rally here, which he does need a little bit more saturation here. But soon he's going to want to. Well, he's pretty well saturated here, so I guess it's time to take a third, in my opinion. He's pretty well saturated. I'd take a third right now. Get these gas taken care of, and then move to a third. Ooh, is he doing that right now? Is he doing a third, or is he just... Oh, is the probe that's just been sitting here for no apparent reason is just going to get lucky and spot the creep expansion, and he's got 2 Hydralisks to defend this base. This is going to be a massacre. Okay, 2 Hydralisks and a Queen. And the Queen is now dead and not even busting shields. And these Hydralisks will soon be dead. Oh, they're going to do a little bit of damage to that Stalker, but yeah, a little hull damage to a Stalker in exchange for an entire expansion. Yeah, I take that bet. I take that bet every day and twice on Sunday. And the hatchery is going to go down. He's going to desperately try to make some more Hydros here, but they're just going to die almost instantly. Oh, look at them just burned down. He got a stalk for his trouble, but not worth it at all. And we don't even see a counterattack coming from him, which a bunch of Lings in here right now could do a lot of damage. There are no Zealots to defend this base right now. And that I think Spartan might be a little light on Zealots. Zealots are so powerful against Zerg. I mean, they decimate Lings. They can tank against the Roaches, although maybe not quite as effectively. Hydralisks, yeah, they can be pretty weak against that. Ultralisks, apparently they are good at soaking up damage too. You'd think Ultralisks with their splash damage and the Zealots being melee range, they'd be a great matchup for the Ultralisk, but with the right combination and the right upgrade, Zealots do pretty good at soaking up damage from the Ultralisk, while other things can do a lot more damage. And Spartan is going to be pushing out. Does he even know where he's going right now? He does not. Spartan, you didn't scout. You easily could have sent an observer across the way and made sure he wasn't there. Look, no one's there. This is why we scout. Wait a minute. Oh, he's got an observer there right now. So what's he doing over there? Checking. I guess he's checking for other crazy expansions. Like, if Gonzalo's going to take this expansion, what expansion won't he take? It's like, you know, about the only way he could get more ballsy is taking this expansion or this gold right here in front of Spartan's base. He's going for some airplay right now. I don't know if I like this. Our Hydralisk's out on the map. If he gets a third base right now and pumped out a lot of Phoenix, I could see him going for airplay because Phoenix are pretty good against the Hydralisk. You lift them up and start sniping them while the ground army just completely decimates everything. But off the 2 base with Hydralisks already out on the map, I do not agree with going any sort of air right now. Not at all. And now getting this hive now. I don't know why he got this. He got this so long ago, and he's only now starting his hive. And he's currently on 1 base. I'd like to point that out. He is not re-expanded, not even to his natural. What is it with these Zerg that are terrified of their natural? I mean, yeah, it's tough to defend, but it's a lot easier than defending something that someone spots on the other side of the map that you have no chance of defending. And get the Zealots out front. Get the Zealots out front. The Zealots are your tanks. What are you doing? Look, these Zealots are doing nothing. Nobody here is doing anything. These people are just not doing anything. They should be fighting. They should be doing stuff. They shouldn't be sitting on the ramp dancing around and, okay, well, they're going to get a couple of Zerglings off the backside, but... And look, they're not doing anything. And finally, the Zealots find a way through, but he's just going to get them all killed. That was not a well-executed attack. You could have the Zealots up there tanking a lot more damage than that. So that is going to clean up. I think maybe after he did the initial damage, maybe he should have pulled out. There's no reason to throw away his army right now. And right now, he's got a commanding lead. Spartan, take another expansion. I implore you. You have no idea how much it'll help you right now, but a ton of minerals right now. You could just, like... throw down a bunch of gateways, mass Zealots, and just roll over Gonzalo right now. Probably not the best strategy, but it's really hard to stop a bajillion Zealots, especially off of 1 base. And did he get charged? I think I saw... Did he have charge for those? He did not have charge, which I don't fault him for that, because just the last game I was telling him don't get charged. And again, I do not agree with these Void Rays. There are already plenty of Hydralisks out on the map, and Spartan knows this. And Hydralisks are not too bad against the Void Rays, and Spartan does not have the economy to pump out enough Void Rays to just slice through a Hydralisk army, unless he wants to sit back and try to macro up such an army. Now, he could mix the Void Rays in with his standard army, and they could be pretty powerful, but it almost constitutes a tech switch. He's going to Immortals. That's not a bad idea. With a lot of Roaches out there, the Immortals will do tons of damage to the Roaches. And does he have any ground upgrades yet? He does have +1, which means the Immortals will do 55 damage versus armored. And Roaches are armored, and so that's 55 damage. So they will 3-shot Roach right now, because there are no armor upgrades for this. And now he's getting Ultralisk then. I don't know if Spartan keeps pumping out those Immortals, they will destroy those Ultralisk, especially when he's got no upgrades for them whatsoever. And again, he's getting Ultralisk. He's getting tier 3 off of 1 base. He is finally going to take his natural. Okay. So now he's going to be trying to 2-base Ultralisk. I suppose you could rush to 2-base Ultralisk. I don't know if you can 2-base Ultralisk 21 minutes into a game against an opponent that you've barely made a dent in. And who is out econing you nearly 2-to-1. And we're gonna call it 2-to-1. Oh, but he is double expanding. Great thing to do early on. Not sure it's gonna make a big difference right now, but he is gonna need the resources because not only is he out econ 2-to-1, he's also out armied 2-to-1. But it's gonna be a bit late because here comes the big push. I would like to see him get an observer out here. Thank you, Spartan. I think you do it. And you might want to be a little bit patient. I guess Protoss usually aren't this patient, but he doesn't really... I guess he doesn't need to wait for the creep to receive too much. Because Gonzalo will lose vision at the very least, but he will still have a speed advantage. And you want to be careful, Spartan. You don't want to take too much damage from the high ground here. I really don't agree with this. You might want to swing this a little bit wider. Oh, and here come the Ultras. We do have some Immortals, and we do have Immortals in the back, but they're not shooting. He needs to get the Immortals shooting those Ultras, but he looks like he cleaned those up anyhow. And now this expansion is going to go down. Yeah, pull away from those Hydros that are shooting you. Try to draw them down here into the fight. Wow, he's just messing with the AI of those Hydros. They just can't stop from running down there. He's going to pump out more Roach Ultra. Spartan gets some Immortals down there. You're doing spectacularly. He's losing Immortal there? Oh, he needs to keep those Immortals up. But he didn't seem to have much of a problem against that Ultralisk. And whoa, oh, he's got some Void Ray problems now. Sniping some Overlords. Now Gonzalo's supply blocked. He's got to make a ton of Overlords before he can even make another unit. And oh man, look at how supply. Oh my goodness, was that like his entire Overlord supply? I think he's lost almost all of his Overlords. He's at a max 12 food, and he cannot rebuild an army right now. So I think that is what we call game. That is game. So I just do not know what Gonzalo is up to this game. Just not very good decisions, and just not going went a path that was just unsustainable. And this Ultros is going to come way too late. Oh, now he can build more units. Gonzalo can build more units now, but no, Spartan's going to finish this off, and there's the GG from Gonzalo. So I hope you enjoyed this 1v1, and have a day.